In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a mockup with BONI. This is the home page where you can see all of your projects. Let's get started by clicking on the Create button on the top right corner. Here you can choose what type of project you would like to create. On the right, there's the option to make floor plans and layouts, and on the left, you can make presentations, mood boards, mockups, and product lists. I'll start with this. And then I'm going to choose my aspect ratio. I'm going to go with desktop, and this is our board where we're going to start making our image. To edit or adjust any item you've added, use the toolbar here. Here's the main menu on the left. From these menus, you can add items to your project. On the right hand side here, you can see your product list. It's currently empty, but once we start adding products, they will appear here. To add a new page, click here. You can also duplicate or move pages up and down. Hover over any icon to see what it does. This works for the toolbar and for everything else. I'll go through it all step by step. And then on the top here, we're just going to finish off by naming our project by just clicking on and typing in our new title. I'll start by building a mockup to showcase the features along the way. To begin with, I'll add a spatial image from Room Elements. These are templates that help you to get started with creating your room. You can either choose a blank template here, or as I'm going to do, you can choose an already pre-made background and edit it. Very simple to get started. Just click on the wall. I can choose between different wallpapers, colors, and textures. I'm going to start off with the wallpaper. You can use the search function or a filter. First, I'm going to filter through browns and a color and just scroll until I find one that I'm happy with. You can use the arrows to cycle through different images of the product and just simply click and it will be added to the presentation. Just click and drag to pan through the wallpaper. You can change also the transparency and the size of the pattern. And then go ahead and add that to the other walls. Next, the floor, also very simple. Simply click on the floor, and this time I'm going to first remove the filters and then choose from our library of floor and wall textures. Click on it and will be added to the presentation. Next, we have the product library. The product library is our integrated marketplace of thousands of products, all available to order through BONI. As you can see here, if you're set up with a business account, you're eligible for exclusive discounts. You can search using filters or using the search function. Click the arrows again to cycle through views, and if there's a product you like, you can add it to your favorites and that will be saved in a collection. For our first item, I'm going to filter by brand. I'm going to add a sofa. It's really simple, just click on an item, pull the corners to resize. All products are added without a background. You can choose to restore this or to remove it using the buttons here. And as you see, it's showing up on the product list automatically on the right hand side. The first tool we're going to show is the crop here. So there's a very large bounding box for the couch. So I'm just going to decrease this so it makes it easier to work on the image. Next, you can also change several features for the related to color. You can change the hue, transparency, saturation, brightness, and contrast, kind of make each product suit your environment better. Now returning to the product library, I'm going to use the search function. So I'm going to look for chairs to add here. Again, very simple, just scroll until you find something you're happy with. So I like this chair here. I'm going to click to add it to the presentation. You see the more images here on the right hand corner, and there's several positions of this chair available. So I'm going to go with this side view. Again, click the button to remove the background and you can scale it with the corners. I want to add another chair, so I'm going to use the copy tool from the toolbar and then the flip tool. If there's a product missing from our main library, you can create your own product here. This is a personal library. It's very simple, just upload an image and import all of the details such as price, retailer, and URL and add it to your library. And you can choose to either keep or remove the background. So click to add it, and as you see, it's going to appear just like any other product in the product list here. And now this will be part of your own personal library, so you can use it again easily. I mentioned adding an object to favorites earlier. Everything is organized by categories, and I'm going to click this rug here. I'm just going to reposition this and make it big. And then to put it into perspective, I'm going to go into the perspective tool here and adjust the horizontal perspective to bring it into scale. So this time I'm going to use the different categories to search. So I'm going to go into the catalog here, furniture, and search through coffee tables and do the brand Asplund. So very simple again, just click and add it to the presentation. I'm going to just position these chairs and bring them to the front using the tool here, the same with both of them. And so you can choose to lock products, for example, like this carpet, so it doesn't move. And you can also group products, such as the chairs here. The edit tool can be used to adjust so it's automatically being removed from the image's background. Use erase to take away parts of the image and use restore to bring them back. You can also change the brush size depending on how fine the details are. I'm happy with the automatic background removal, so I'll exit without making any changes. And here you have it, a fully furnished presentation with BONI made in minutes. Very simple, very easy to do. And projects are automatically saved, but every time you exit, make sure this button is grayed out, just to ensure none of your work is lost. On the right hand side here, now we have our fully finished product list with all of the items that we've used in our presentation. And you can see the total retail price and the client price. And if you're a professional designer, you can easily order products directly from your list right here and get access to exclusive supplier discounts. As you see, here are all the products. You can choose to rearrange their order. You can change all of the details such as price, markup, discounts. On the bottom here, you can see how these changes are reflected in the total price. You can also add products manually or include other costs such as labor or additional services. VAT can be turned on and off for the calculation, and you can also turn on and off other parts here such as retail prices. If there's an item you wouldn't like to appear in the product list, simply press hide element as you see here and it won't show up. Now you're ready to start creating mockups with BONI.